we're actually talking about a very interesting comment made recently by an artist, probably everyone knows, J Hus.
Wow. J Hus. GGG.
A very bold statement, you know, that will kind of link into what we're going to be talking about today, about, you know, juju. I still can't believe it.
Black magic.
It's actually crazy, like the direction the world's going in, because back in the days, like even in school, like we make fun jokes about this stuff.
Yeah.
This is real, you know.
The only saying I actually do. But the thing is, he actually has been saying that he's been doing, but people are just turning a blind eye.
Exactly, but now he's actually point blank coming saying like, you know, my life is basically nothing without black magic. You know, and for those, you know, if you don't know, do your research, you know, what that entails. I don't think you want to be getting involved in that, you know, whether, you know, you have your own faith, religion or not.
Some of the comments I've been seeing on the internet, it's too funny. People are saying that is just spiritualism, it's just like any other religion. No, it's not. Putting someone else's life in danger or using someone else's life, it's in terms of your own benefit. Wait, I don't know.
Boy.
2019.
It's crazy because nowadays, like, to speak madness, people don't think twice, they don't hold back.
They don't.
They don't hold back, you know.
Everything is acceptable in this day and age. Everything is acceptable.
It's unbelievable, man. It's actually unbelievable because, you know, even like this platform, TV, Unscripted, obviously we don't hold back either, you know, it's an unedited truth. People come on, sometimes it's just us, and we speak, you know, what's on our mind, what we believe is true. But I think the audacity that some people have to say things now that were not, you know, were kind of kept behind closed doors before is crazy. It's completely crazy, openly.
They call it free speech.
Like, imagine actually back in school, college, whenever, saying, "Oh, guys, you know, I'm doing juju. I'm gonna bring you in." What? What?
Hey, wow.
First of all, we'll laugh at you. Your waist, man.
For real.
Second of all, if you're actually on that, you're off your head, man. Completely off your head. Completely off your head. Then, you know, I'll be playing simple. If you're doing it, you need to jump out that life.
Fam.
You need to jump out quick. I'm not even gonna, at least I'm not gonna play my role. You need to jump out that life. Because the crazy thing is, some people actually follow it because obviously he has, you know, the leverage, he has an audience. Some people think that, like, maybe it's actually working for him. Or some people actually like in a space and time in their life where they're going through something that is, you know, really serious, but they have nowhere out, and then they probably think that, well, maybe this guy, what he's talking about, let me try it myself. But
if you see the way people are defending him in the comments, fam.
Blindly as well. Some people have probably not even done it.
Don't even know what juju is.
Exactly.
They don't know from school saying, "Oh, you do juju."
Exactly.
That's what they know. They don't even know where it is, and they defend it.
Man,
man.
It's some scary times.
Very scary times.
Scary
times.
But anyway, I see you got the night shocks.
Yeah, man. In fact, these are the skeptics. Oh, I can't even lift my leg. I don't know if it's coming up. Hey. Yeah, skeptics. Oh yeah. Look at me. Yeah, shocks, nostalgia, you know, nostalgia.
Those are classics.
Yeah. I just remember being in like year 1 of school and seeing all the people wearing shirts and that. These are very interesting shoes.
I never used to like them before.
I never used to like them.
I just think, why are they so big?
I never used to like them, but just now it's just nostalgia. Like I look back and it just reminds me of good times.
Yeah.
I said when all I used to care about was, you know, doing my homework and then watching, I don't know, CITV or something like that. Now we got bills to pay.
Yeah, man. Life's different now. But I think Neymar brought them back though.
Yeah, no, they've been using. Do you know what? That's another topic. Brands, how they use certain people. Like this is a Skepta collaboration.
So from back in the day.
No.
Okay.
So literally released like 2 weeks ago. or something
Okay.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so they're basically using all these guys, to basically bring back models that were, maybe not as popular or whatever. That's what they've been doing. That's what they do. But we'll get into that topic. Hey, brands exploiting people.
We can't be blind followers, man. We've got to be aware of what's happening. Otherwise, you'll just be lost. Just get lost in the sauce. Which probably brings us to what we're talking about today. Confidence versus pride. Yeah, pride. Obviously, that statement that we were talking about before, that is a very, very confident, I could probably even say audacious kind of statement to be made there by someone. But in terms of like confidence and pride itself, the main differences, at least from my point of view, I think, and this probably touches a bit on the episode we did last week on you guys are probably sitting already self-made. I personally think when it comes to being confident, you're self-aware, of what you do, your strengths, so on and so forth. But then when it becomes pride, where you're, or at least in that kind of scenario, you're almost completely self-dependent, to an extent. That's what I personally think. When it comes to generic.
For me, I feel like it becomes pride when you start to think you're better than someone else, or you're above someone else or something because of your ability, or you might actually even be better than that person.
Yeah, you might actually.
But when you start to feel like you're actually above that person in whatever way, like
it's more imposing.
That's when I feel like it's pride.
It's more imposing that way.
But for me, there's nothing wrong with being confident.
Yeah, like I was even watching as I watch my basketball highlight videos, and I'm kind of getting into the sport itself. Don't worry about it. As I'm getting into the sport myself, quite excited sport.
Very interesting.
Yeah, very interesting.
I'm gonna leave football alone very soon. United keep messing up. That's what it is.
So, for those who don't know, LeBron James is probably one of the most famous, if not the most famous basketball player right
the
now.
best of all time.
Yeah, arguably. Although, I hope you agree it's MJ. Mate.
Took the title. I'm joking. Don't let me get. That's what get into that conversation.
Yeah, we'll leave that. We'll leave that. Probably for something else. I don't know, but we'll leave that. Probably even when the cameras go up, whatever. But in an interview, LeBron's, I think the report asked him, why are you so confident that you can win the series? Or, for example, relating it to real life, why someone may ask you, maybe not like an actual interview for a job, but maybe your colleagues might ask you, why do you think, you can execute this project, better than, the other person in the other department, so on and so forth. And basically LeBron replied saying, because I'm confident in myself as the best player in the world, and I'm confident in the team around me. Now, I think in that statement, I think that statement is more confidence.
Yeah.
Because not just that it was okay because he was self-aware to know that he believes he's the best and he needs to have that kind of mindset, but he also didn't completely shift all of, if I can say, the light on himself in that kind of way. Which, so I wouldn't necessarily call that pride, but people in the comment section or just people in life, if you kind of assume what you are and actually say, for example, actually, do you know one phrase that is used a lot in the UK and London is I'm trying to learn from you. It's true. That's a fake. That's a fake. Yeah, that's a fake trick. I even stopped it because when someone said that, I actually had to think about it. Nah, because most of the time it's fake. It's fake.
It is.
That's called fake humbleness right there. Fake humbleness.
I'm trying to be like you, man.
Yeah, but I think sometimes it can get misinterpreted.
100%.
Taken the wrong way.
My favorite athlete, Cristiano Ronaldo, my guy.
Yeah, he was crying in interviews, isn't it?
Yeah. A lot of times.
That was actually emotional when I watched it.
It is.
I actually felt.
It is.
I felt the emotion.
It is.
Shout out Piers Morgan. Actually did a serious interview.
For real.
He said, and this guy's a waste man.
Don't shout him out because he's still a waste man.
I don't even claim as Arsenal for. I don't claim.
That's your guy.
No, not my guy. No way.
Yeah.
Even tried to beg friend and bring the Ronaldo Arsenal t-shirt and say it's not too late.
Yeah, time to get out of there, man.
Yeah, but you were saying.
But yeah, going back to Ronaldo, I feel like he's a perfect example of people actually misunderstanding confidence in oneself and your ability and pride. A lot of people like knock Ronaldo and say that he's too prideful, should I say? Because he carries himself as a confident player. He knows what he's about. But if you actually look into his characteristics and what he actually does, how he actually moves, his team in these interviews, every interview that you see Ronaldo, the subject is never just him. All the people around him. Even if it's to talk about the best player in the world, Messi can be sitting right next to him. He'll still say, we have been on top of the game. And think, like, so is this actually someone that is that pride? Or is it just...
Because it's weird, because even myself, or let's say even us, with like the things that we're trying to push forward and build, if for some people, if we come out and assume what we are and say we're good at this, or some people even feel threatened or feel you're being prideful when you kind of speak something into existence, where you say example. I'm gonna do this. Yeah. You know. So yeah, go ahead.
So everybody that knows me, you know I love trainers. I love shoes. I love to display them. I love to wear them. I love to let people know what I'm doing. Now, I'm not going to mention the person, or remember the person didn't come direct, because you never come direct. This must have been like, oh yeah,
that's a note to take as well. It's never direct.
It's never direct. She goes, oh, it's just showing off here. No, I'm not living for you. I like my trainers, so you're going to see me wear what I like. I'm not doing anything for anyone
don't like
else.
Don't watch it.
That's it.
If I don't like someone's series, stories, I just don't watch it.
You leave it. So what's oh yeah, he's showing off, he's doing this. What am I showing off? What am I showing off? Where's there to show off? I don't know, man.
I think it reflects the insecurities in people.
It does.
100%.
It definitely does.
Because if you're secure within yourself, even if someone's statement may be a bit out there, you know, it can't. People take it personally when it's not even about them.
Yeah.
The person's probably even bigging themselves up, but for some reason that energy goes into their own space and affects them, which to me I don't understand.
And if that you need to take a good deep look at yourself, that's the thing that holds a lot of people back as well. Instead of you actually thinking of how to actually build yourself, you're thinking, oh, why is this person like this? Why is this? You're just thinking negative. How can you become positive? How can you grow yourself?
Yeah, 100%. Because it's kind of like a reflective mirror where some people, if for example they're not so confident in what they're doing, or they aren't necessarily where they want to be in life, whether that's love life, they haven't really found a partner, whether that's financially, whether in their health or whatever field of industry they're working in, they could take that as, it's like a, I think there was a line in one of Drake's songs or tracks where I can't remember who he was firing shots at, but he said, "I'm a reflection of your insecurities." I don't know if it was that no, whatever. But it's disrespectful. I think that to an extent, but it's real. It's real, you know. But some people, like, sometimes your confidence, you know, eventually when you see people's reactions from it, can be a reflection of their own security.
It is. If you find an issue with someone being themselves or expressing themselves, then you must be insecure about something. You must look at them and it must make you insecure for some reason. And I don't understand. Actually, I do understand. This all comes back again to social media as well for me. I feel like people take social media as reality and they live their life based on social media.
It's crazy. It's virtual reality, you know.
That's what I'm saying.
Huh.
I don't understand how people take social media so seriously. I don't think I've ever looked at someone's post or something like that and been like, oh yeah, I wish I was doing that, or I wish I was like, well, for anything that's materialistic or anything like that, I wish, oh, I had this, I wish I had that. It's not that deep. It's actually not that deep.
And probably what you find as well that obviously not that you're looking for mistakes, but on social media I can convey any kind of image that I want. You know, I could like for example, I could have probably 10 million followers on my business page, or I could have models do like, even for example, fashion. I could have loads of pictures of models, but they could all be mock-ups. I could convey it, but you could believe that I have all these employees, but I don't. Or you could convey anything, and not everything is as it seems.
I mean, there's been so many examples of like celebrities or just people just getting caught out for all their fakery. Even Bow Wow himself, I swear there was one little he was shaking, he was in the plane, and I mean, all just what for image, for people to say, oh yeah, you're cool, you're this, you're that. I mean, is it worth it? I don't know.
I don't think so. I really don't think it's worth it. I really don't think so. But then on the other side, when we talk about pride, going back, I think to what I said at the start, I think it's when you kind of take the confidence that everyone should be confident within themselves, you know, at wherever point you are in your life or an area of life, but you take it to the next level where you're completely self-reliant on yourself, self-reliant, and then you want to even probably even overthrow someone that's actually confident, you know, maybe even then, you know, so maybe your partner, you know, your friend is doing well, or maybe a bit better than you, and your pride, even though you're not bad yourself in what you do, your pride wants to kind of overthrow, you know, your friend or someone else, because again, that's kind of like an insecurity too, you know. So, and I think I found as well, at least like just looking at different examples in life, is that when someone's up there really doing really well, 9 times out of 10, it doesn't really come off as pride. Unless that person, again, like we said, takes it personally in that kind of way, it's confidence. But then after that person, it might come up as pride to people who are insecure about it, or that person might have pride themselves, where they're not just confident in what they're doing, but that kind of feeling of pride. How can I say? It's like it's that famous saying of getting high on your own supply. Getting high on your own supply, you know. Apparently drug dealers don't do that. I wouldn't know. I've never done drugs, so I don't think I can. But kind of getting high on your own supply to like you just knock yourself out basically. You know, you're completely dazed, just lost in the sauce. You know, in that kind of context.
But okay, they would throw like a little example. Actually, so like in sports, let's say like compare like maybe one-on-one sports, like, you know, like boxing and stuff like that. Do you feel like pride might be a factor in certain athletes in their success? Do you think pride, they need to be prideful to an extent, or do you still think like it should just be confidence? Because like in
That's
boxing,
actually a good question.
In boxing is a thing where you obviously know your ability, but you also need to instill fear in that person by telling them, I'm better than you. And for me, saying you're better than someone, that's pride. So like, where's the lines? Like, what would you say that is?
I see that the line is very thin actually between the both, because when you're very good at something, you could be confident, but the line, you go over the line when, like you said, you impose it to a level where you big yourself up, where you impose yourself on the person and say, actually, I'm better than you. But in terms of the boxing example,
Yeah.
I'm not sure, because actually, there are even some fighters, some athletes, maybe not just single, but like just generally, who are very good. But again, like I said, they're high on their own supply.
Yeah.
Like they're completely on a different planet. Like they're good, they're very good, they're excellent. But they think they're deity, you know, they're on some god level. You know, they have some god powers or something.
They're Chizora.
I even came across a video like a week or two. I need to check that my friend sent to me. But yeah, I think I guess then they're selling a product.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But then again, they're not being real. And it probably even flipping on the other side. For example, when we're talking about fighters, those who are watching the UK, Anthony Joshua's kind of our British golden boy, or at least some of us. So when he like tries to play the political game, being politically correct, people say that, you know, he's being fake, you know, and that he needs. We want to see the Femi side, you know, him being more aggressive, him dissing, which you saw a little bit. But then after some people, when they see that in other boxes, like for example Deontay Wilder, then they say it's pride. So where do you actually draw the line? You know, probably just in life as well, relating, you know, to people like us.
I feel like for certain things, for like, especially in like sports and stuff like that, I feel like there's a big factor of showmanship, because in the end of the day, you are trying to sell a certain product. Like with boxing, you have to sell the fight, or there's no money. No one's making any money from it. So I feel like they have to play a certain character to just, you know, to help sell the fight. Because it's interesting, because these guys will be saying the most nastiest things to each other, but then at the end of the fight, they'll be like, oh yeah, you fought well. But yeah, maybe it wasn't his day, he gave me a challenge or whatever. So I feel like it's just part of showmanship. To an extent.
I think I agree with that as well, to an extent. But I guess relating it back again to real life, it's a fine line, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because kind of, you know, like what this platform promotes again, you know, being real, being authentic. But then when you're not that, to sell a product or to pull up a certain persona or to promote yourself, your brand or whatnot, to get something out of what you're trying to do. Some people also would say you're kind of being a sellout in that kind of aspect. You know,
I mean, you can't please everyone.
And then some people also say actually that if you are better, some people would say, then you should assume it to the point where you are a bit outspoken to actually emphasize, I'm better than everyone here, or I'm very good at what I do, I'm the best. So would you say that is pride when someone openly says it, or is it pride when someone, you know, bigs themselves up to the point where they're just imposing over one person? Or
I feel like it's pride. Once you say it that you're better than someone, I feel like that's pride. Once you start to believe it now, that's even another level. That you're gone. That is a new level of arrogance, because that in a sense you feel like you should be entitled to more because of for whatever reason. And I feel like that's a big that could be a big setback to you.
Yeah, I think, well, from example I've seen, and probably maybe times in my life as well, that actually, again, I actually like that phrase, when you're high and you're in supply. Again, I don't do drugs. And you know, you have that pride as opposed to confidence. Then it actually makes you, you know, take some rash decisions. Or it just makes you wild out kind of in a way. Where you do things that are probably too out there that you just shouldn't be doing, or your mentality, it just, because pride is kind of like, if I could say, confidence but on like max volume, or probably even beyond that to an extent. So that would obviously lead you to act in a certain way that is probably unfavorable.
Yeah.
You know.
I feel like it can even affect your performance as well, because you will start to, let's say, like, that's overconfidence. So let's say you start to underestimate your opponent or something like that. So you might not as trained as well. So like when I think of like when people are talking like the elite athletes and they start saying, yeah, this person is arrogant, and I don't think they can't be. I don't feel like someone like Ronaldo, Messi, LeBron, all these guys at the top of their game, because the amount of hours they put into training, if they were actually as prideful as what you think they are, they should say, I know I'm the best, I don't need to continue training.
And it's actually funny as well, because actually looking at people who have, you know, are more, if I could say, overconfident or prideful, they most of the time aren't as good as what they think they are.
It's true. Big example.
And it can actually, you can actually kind of trick yourself into believing that you are.
Yeah, let me give you a fantastic example. Arsenal's top striker, Lord Bentner. Lord Bentner. Arsenal's referee own. This guy thought he was, wow. This guy thought he was God's gift.
He's got the confidence.
The confidence. I rate the confidence.
And that wasn't even confidence actually.
I think that's madness. That's a new level, man.
So what? He was rubbish. He wasn't rubbish. He wasn't good.
Yeah.
So his confidence was completely overconfident. Definitely stepping into that pride.
Completely misguided.
But yeah, so I think that's probably a perfect example of, in most cases, when someone thinks that they are, or a group of people think that they are, you know, more than what the space that they're in or the level that they're at, whatever they're doing.
Yeah.
Most of the time, you know, I think it can even be a stumbling block to actually be better as a person.
Yeah.
You know, in terms of like not competing with people, but you as a person just like developing in that kind of way. Because if you think you're already there, and like you said, you're on a mad one where you think you're already there on a different kind of level, you're on a different atmosphere, whatever you want to call it.
Breathing a different oxygen.
You can actually deceive yourself on a different kind of level.
Yeah.
A different kind of level, you know, to the point where you can't see the truth and you can impede your own growth, you know, in one way or another.
Yeah. That's a big point. I feel like even in my own personal life, I feel like, okay, let me give you an example, like football. Like times where I thought, okay, maybe I'm better than, or actually not as a team, when we said, okay, we're better than this team, with this, with that. Their team has come and they've beaten us. We underestimated them. We started doing things that we shouldn't have been doing because we're thinking we're better than them. And we're also trying to live up to that statement that we're better than them. So when we should just do the simple pass and try and do something extravagant, something that you shouldn't do. So I think, it can also, like I was saying, it can affect your performance, can affect your mentality. And I think it's actually still a very detrimental effect.
Yeah, 100%. I think it's like you're putting your own mental constraints. You know, in terms of, because maybe you are like really good at what you do. You know, in whatever it is, or maybe in life, you know, you are a very nice person. But when you take it to a different level where you think you're the best person, or for example, as if it's a competition, you think you're the best boyfriend or the best girlfriend or the best husband or wife or the best this and that, which is a fine line between being confident and like knowing within yourself. When you start to, let's say, speak it out into the world, to that level, you actually make yourself go the other way. You're actually backtracking. You're actually, you know, reversing the whole process that probably got you there in the first place. You know, or that stops you, limits you from going to the next level.
So where is the line? Where is it from? Where does it go from being confident to maybe even just overconfident as well to pride?
I think personally, I think that confidence is like a silent for example, someone saying, like the example I gave, LeBron saying, I'm confident because I'm the best player in the world, and he made the statement to follow about his team. I think that is kind of I'm trying to find a synonym for confidence, but it's like a silent confidence. Like if for example pride is overconfidence, that's like confidence. If it was like a volume tuner, it's like turning up to max, or probably even going beyond that threshold. So I think it's self-awareness. Confidence is a self-awareness of who you are, what you can do, what you bring to the table.
Of your ability.
Yeah, but then pride is when you're kind of maybe even trying to use that ability or the level where you're at right now in life, or wherever it may be, to put people below you, in a kind of way, or you're not even probably even there yet, but that then stops you from getting there. So I think it works in both ways, where pride comes in, it takes you back steps, in terms of that. I
agree. I totally agree. But yeah, what would you say? We spoke a lot about pride. What would you say about confidence as well? But I still think confidence is also a very big factor. Us as individuals, every aspect of life, I feel like you need that self-confidence in yourself. You need to know that yes, you are who you are. Because this goes back to being real. You are who you are. You don't need to live up to someone else's expectation or live up to someone else's, what other people perceive as good or great. I feel like you need that in yourself to be able to, just to even stay sane. Because I feel like that's another thing that's been affecting people's mental health in this day and age.
I think 100%. Even like going back to what you were saying about your love for trainers and stuff like that, which I also have to 97 here. Oops. But I think you need to be able to be comfortable within your own skin. Like especially relating it to mental health. I think I've seen and heard that some people, probably get to that stage where they become mentally ill. It's because of that lack of confidence at the same time too, where probably they weren't, they were happy, or they were, enjoying their life or whatever they were doing, but a situation or people or not has come along to kind of stifle that, and taking away confidence completely, leaving them bare, if that makes sense. So I think it's important. Like there's a song, probably put the link in the description. There's a song that I came across on a soundtrack called "I'm Dope," and it's a proper nice track. And to an extent, you need to, like you said, whatever you're doing, you need to believe, you're dope, you're cool. I know it sounds cheesy, but I'm sure you guys understand what I'm trying to say. That, again, I'm not promoting Maybelline, but you're worth it.
Maybelline. Hey.
I remember those
advert in a minute.
I know. But yeah, you gotta, if I can say, not get high on your own product, but you gotta buy into what you're selling. Buy into what you're selling, like if you're starting a business and, you're selling a product that can change people's lives. If you don't believe it can change people's lives, you're wasting your own time, because you don't even have confidence in that or yourself. Your uniqueness, your own authenticity, just you being you is your main asset. Is your main quality. And obviously that stems into things that you do, whether it's business or the things that you enjoy in life or whatnot. You just being yourself in that kind of way.
I feel like that's such an important topic. Like even yesterday I was watching Question Time, and like someone threw up the question of like what is the government or what's the media doing in terms of like people's mental health. Like the suicide rates have gone up and all of this kind of stuff, and it's so sad. that in a time where like there's developments in technology, developments in healthcare, life expectancy essentially has gone up because of like all the technology improvements, and yet people are still dying, people are still taking their lives. So it's mental health is a big thing. It's a big thing.
And I think it's, first of all, we should always like be responsible for ourselves. We need to take responsibility, most of it, because like even in life, nothing is owned, or like the classic phrase of, if you don't believe in yourself, nobody will, or nobody can have more. Talking about confidence, nobody can have more confidence in you than you have in yourself. That does not make any sense. You know, like even from a faith background, you know, if you don't have confidence in yourself and what you're doing, then God can't really work with you, you know, or with your plans that you have.
Heaven helps those who help themselves.
There you go again. So, but also on the other front of looking out for each other, you know, our friends, our family, to also encourage them to believe in themselves or have that confidence too, because obviously people have that confidence in themselves at different levels or what they're doing. You know, going back to what we said at the start, you know, about securities, insecurities, stuff like that. So I think at the same time we have a responsibility to help other people, you know, remember that, remind them, you know, concerning that. But you know, regarding social media, I think it's like something I even saw on YouTube where someone said that if there wasn't social media, these problems would still be here, but with it being here, it's accelerated, if I can say, how people actually feel about themselves, you know, and even how people, going back to self-confidence, pride, how people want to, you know, exasperate or put up this persona that's even bigger than life, or bigger than whatever they are, or whatever they've built, you know, so it's kind of fast-tracked. All of that. So I think we have responsibility for ourselves and, you know, for the people around us to kind of streamline and get the balance, but be aware at the same time of confidence.
I definitely agree with that. Look after the people around you.
100%.
Even if it's a thing where you just need to tell them, yo, you're great. Tell your sibling you're great, you're doing big things, I'm proud of you. That can go a long way. Stuff like that will actually help in their confidence. Let them know that I'm actually worthy. I'm actually worth. I'm worth living. I'm not like someone cares about me.
And it starts there. It's the small things. Like even for people around you who, or someone you may know who's aspiring to do something great or whatnot. You know, it doesn't. People don't start on level 10. You start from 1 and you go up. So even words like that, it makes a difference.
It definitely does.
It makes a big difference along the way, 110%. So that's confidence, pride. Well, no, confidence versus pride, confidence, pride.
Confidence versus pride.